ASEAN Dailies. First and the foremost news from Southeast Asia.
Hello, welcome to Duran ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing. On ASEAN Daily, we will bring you daily updates and commentaries on issues and events that are impacting this region. I'm your host Arlene Tan, and on this Wednesday, 23rd of March 2016, we will bring you the latest social culture and trends from Southeast Asia. Our top story today, Jakarta taxi drivers protest against Uber and Grab. In a protest against ride-hailing apps, Jakarta taxi drivers have brought part of the capital in Indonesia to a standstill. The drivers says Uber and Grab have made it impossible for them to earn a living in the heavily congested city. The drivers have been joined by bus and Bajaj motorbike drivers. Mobile apps such as Grab and Uber have disrupted the transportation industry across Asia and other parts of the world. They are destroying us, told one taxi driver. They are at a disadvantage because taxi drivers have to pay tax and abide to stricter regulations than these mobile apps. BBC correspondent in Jakarta says that on Tuesday's protest is far bigger than the similar action taken last week. She said it was impossible to get a taxi in the city centre. The protesters have blocked roads outside the parliament, the city administration offices and the Ministry of Communication, causing massive traffic jams. Tires were set on fire in at least one location. Some protesters were seen attacking vehicles and threatening others, drivers not taking part in the strike. But it was reported that commuters were unhappy. Commuter Devi Gayatri told Associated Press, "This protest is so terrible. They are really rude and overbearing. I was very hurt. I hope the government protects Uber because it is so easy to order and cheaper." Meanwhile, Indonesia's government have appeared divided on the issue. The transport minister has said that it is in favor of a ban on ride-hailing apps, since the online and mobile app-based services are not registered as public transport. However, the Communications Ministry, which oversees such companies, has said that they are legitimately allowed to operate. President Joko Widodo has said that new technology should be embraced and not banned. Let's move on to the next news. Indigenous activists finally put a ban on Baram Dam. Sarawak villagers have won their bid to regain native customary land that had been earmarked for the construction of the Baram Dam, according to their lawyers. The decision meant that nearly 20,000 villagers will now be allowed to re-enter the land that had previously been gazetted for acquisition under the Sarawak Land Code to facilitate the mega dam in the state. The lawyer representing the group, Harrison Ngau, was informed by the State Attorney General Office on March 15 that the two gazettes issued on 2013 and 2015 for the acquisition were repealed in February. The Baram Dam, which was part of the state government's ambitious plan to build 12 dams under its Sarawak Corridor of Renewable Energy or SCORE, drew strong opposition from local communities who at one point erected barricades to stop surveyors and road builders accessing the site. The aim of the dam network had been to produce up to 30,000 megawatts of electricity to meet the demand of power-hungry heavy industries, such as aluminium smelter that will be set up within the SCORE area. Tan Sri Adinan Satem last year announced that the state government decided to call off the project due to opposition from affected natives and other residents. On another news, Thailand and Malaysia hit by water shortage. Thailand will have to be extra careful with water management over the next few months to prevent drought from causing major damage. Some key dams in the country have already stopped releasing water for irrigating farmland. And more than 700 villages in the northeastern province of Sisaket are affected. Dr. Kitty Papiasang, president of the Chao Cheong Sao Provincial Administrative Organization, said the crisis in the eastern province is the worst in 20 years. A dozen water trucks were requisitioned to carry 12,000 litres of water, each to seriously hit areas. Meanwhile, the harvest of about 5,000 farmers in Kepala Batas in Penang, Malaysia, is in jeopardy because the El Nino phenomenon has caused some 8,500 acres of paddy fields to dry up and water to evaporate from Sungai Muda, which is used for irrigation, said the state's Agriculture, Agro-Based Industry, Rural Development and Health Committee Chairman Dr. Afif Bahruddin. We are looking into the possibility of cloud seeding over the water catchment areas in Kedah. That's all from our ASEAN Daily today. Thanks for tuning in to Duran ASEAN with me, Arlene Tan. For more updates on Southeast Asia, please go to our website at duranasian.com. If you're on the go, you can always download our TuneIn app on your mobile. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels at Duran ASEAN and Duran ASEAN TV. Don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page, Twitter and Instagram. We always welcome feedback from our listeners. Stay tuned with ASEAN Daily every Monday to Friday, same time at 12 to 1 p.m. on GMT Plus 8. Duran ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.
You're now listening to Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.